Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you an intra-district matchup of the Shawnee Mission Northwest Cougars versus the Shawnee Mission South Raiders. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors. First from Northwest.
Hi, I'm Kirk, a junior.
I'm Alex Dang, and I'm a junior.
I'm Isabel Zacharias. I'm a senior.
I'm Lucas for Sheldon, and I'm a junior.
I'm Avery Koslak, and I'm a sophomore.
And our competitors from Shawnee Mission South.
Joshua Persicini, and I'm a senior.
I'm Josh Watkins, and I'm a junior.
I'm James Marks, and I'm a sophomore.
I'm Todd Nobles, and I'm a junior.
I'm Jillian Kincaid, and I'm a senior.
Fantastic. Here on Categories in the first round, we do take turns answering questions. If a team does respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. We did a coin toss before we started taping, and it was won by the Cougars. So Shawnee Mission Northwest, here is the first category, and it is history. And it starts off with a quote. Any attempt by any outside force to gain control of the Persian Gulf region will be regarded as an assault on the vital interests of the United States. And such an assault will be repelled by any means necessary. Which U.S. president said it in January 1980? Alex.
Ronald Reagan.
It is not Ronald Reagan. Raiders' chance to steal this history category with this quote. Any attempt by any outside force to gain control of the Persian Gulf region will be regarded as an assault on the vital interests of the United States. And such an assault will be repelled by any means necessary. Which U.S. president said it in January 1980? James?
Jimmy Carter.
That is Jimmy Carter. South, you do get the next question. It is science astronomy. It's not exactly a tropical paradise. There's no atmosphere. The daytime temperature gets up around 800 degrees Fahrenheit. Still, it does cool off at night, sometimes getting down to 300 degrees below zero. On which planet do the temperatures exhibit the greatest change? James?
Venus.
It is not Venus. Cougars' chance to steal this astronomy category. It's not exactly a tropical paradise. There is no atmosphere. The daytime temperature gets up around 800 degrees Fahrenheit. Still, it does cool off at night, sometimes getting down to 300 degrees below zero. On which planet do the temperatures exhibit the greatest change? Kirk?
Venus?
It is not Venus. Mercury. Mercury is the answer. Cougars, you do get the next category. It's general knowledge, law. In 1982, Congress passed a law allowing trucks with what on interstate highways? Time on that. Raiders, chance to steal this general knowledge law question. In 1982, Congress passed a law allowing trucks with what on interstate highways? James?
Trailers.
Cannot accept just trailers. We're looking for double trailers. Raiders, you do get the next category. It is presidential history. More states were admitted to the Union during his administration than during any other time. He was the first president to have electric lights in the White House. Name him. Oh, sorry, time on that one. Cougars, you have the chance to steal this presidential history category. More states were admitted to the Union during his administration than during any other time. He was the first president to have electric lights in the White House. Name him. Kirk?
McKinley?
It is not McKinley. It's Benjamin Harrison. Cougars, you do get the next category. It's economics terminology. What is the name of the tax imposed on the money made by an individual in a given period? Alex?
Income tax?
It is income tax. South, the next category belongs to you. It is art sculpture. Name the most famous sculpture by Auguste Rodin. Cougars, you have a chance to steal this art sculpture category. Name the most famous sculpture by Auguste Rodin. Alex.
The Dancer.
It is not the dancer. It is the thinker. The thinker. Northwest, you do get the next category. It is world geography. Name the 3 continents that are crossed by the Tropic of Cancer. Avery, you got it in time.
North America, Europe, and Asia.
Cannot accept that. Raiders, chance to steal this world geography category. Name the 3 continents that are crossed by the Tropic of Cancer. James.
That'd be North America, Africa, and Asia.
Those are the 3. Raiders, you do get the next category, and it is science. What are the largest seaweeds? James?
Kelp.
It is kelp. Cougars, general knowledge is your category. What stand with a sloping top that serves to support a book first appeared in Byzantium? Alex?
Podium.
Cannot accept podium. Raiders, chance to steal this general knowledge category. What stand with a sloping top that serves to support a book first appeared in Byzantium? Josh P.
Lectern.
It is a lectern. Very good. Raiders, next question belongs to you. It is U.S. history. What president set a 55-mile-an-hour national speed limit on January 2nd, 1974? Josh P.
Nixon.
It is Nixon. Cougars, math is the category. What are the first 5 composite numbers? Alex?
6, 10, and 15.
Cannot accept that, sorry. Raiders, chance to steal this math category. What are the first 5 composite numbers? James?
4, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Those are the 5. Very good. Raiders, you do get the next category. It is sports. Jesse Owens became a famous Olympian in which city? James?
Berlin.
Berlin is correct. And you've opened up a bit of a lead with Shawnee Mission South 7, Shawnee Mission Northwest 1. Cougars, next category belongs to you. It is current events. What milestone mark did the world population reach last month? Kirk?
7 billion.
7 billion is correct. South, next category belongs to you. It is grammar. What is the first infinitive found in the opening paragraph of the Declaration of Independence? Time on that. Shawnee Mission Northwest, chance to steal this grammar category. What is the first infinitive found in the opening paragraph of the Declaration of Independence? Isabel?
When.
Cannot accept when. We're looking for to dissolve. To dissolve. Cougars, you do get the next category. It is religious leaders. King Olaf I introduced Christianity to Norway during the 990s. There we go. Name his successor, who early established Christianity during his rule of 1015 to 1030, which made him recognized as the country's patron saint after his death. Raiders, chance to steal this religious leaders category. King Olaf I introduced Christianity to Norway during the 990s. Name his successor, who early established Christianity during his rule of 1015 to 1030, which made him recognized as the country's patron saint after his death. Josh P.
King Olaf II.
It is the second. You are correct. Raiders, general knowledge, another general knowledge category. Whelks, razors, and angel wings are all types of what? James?
Fish.
Can I accept fish? Cougars, chance to steal this general knowledge category. Whelks, razors, and angel wings are all types of what? Alex?
Mollusks.
Cannot accept mollusks. We're looking for seashells. Seashells. Science, genetics is the category for you, Cougars. What is the term for the genetic disorder in which the individual is unable to produce the brown pigment melanin? Kirk.
Albino.
Albino or albinism, very good. Shawnee Mission South, literature is your category. According to Thomas Gray's elegy written in a country churchyard, the paths of glory lead but to where? James?
Ruin.
It is not ruin. Northwest, chance to steal this literature category. According to Thomas Gray's elegy written in a country churchyard, the paths of glory lead but to where? Kirk?
Home.
It is not home. We're looking for the grave. The grave. Northwest, you do get the next category. It is geography. An imaginary circle on the earth parallel to the equator and approximately 23.5 degrees north of the South Pole is called what? Kirk?
Tropic of Capricorn.
It is not the Tropic of Capricorn. Raiders, chance to steal this geography category. An imaginary circle on the earth parallel to the equator and approximately 23.5 degrees north of the South Pole is called what? James?
The Antarctic Circle.
The Antarctic Circle is correct. And you've opened up a bit of a lead here. Shawnee Mission South with a score of 9 and Shawnee Mission Northwest 3. Raiders, you do get the next category. It's fine arts, cinema. The great artist, American artist, Augustus Saint Gaudens, is best remembered for his large bronze relief sculpture in Boston, showing a young colonel on horseback leading a regiment of black soldiers in the Civil War. The office and his soldiers were subject of what award-winning film? Josh W.
Glory.
Glory is correct. Northwest, vocabulary, economics is your category. What is the accounting term for bills to be paid? Alex.
Dues?
It is not dues. Raiders, chance to steal this economics question. What is the accounting term for bills to be paid? Josh W.
Outstanding bills.
Cannot accept outstanding bill. We're looking for accounts payable. Accounts payable. Raiders, the next category for you is math. What is the sum of the odd integers between 6 and 18? James.
The answer to that would be 40.
It is not 40. Cougars, chance to steal this math category. What is the sum of the odd integers between 6 and 18? Alex.
72?
72 is correct. Northwest, you have the next category. It's vocabulary. It's a word that ends in ICE. It's defined as a loose, wide-sleeved robe worn by the clergy and choir in some churches. What is the word? Time on that one. Raiders, you have a chance to steal this vocabulary question. This word does end in ICE, and it's defined as a loose, wide-sleeved robe worn by the clergy and choir in some churches. Name it. Josh P.
A bodice.
It is not a bodice, it's a surplice or surplice. And that siren does signify, and sneeze, does signify the end of our first round. And it is a score of Shawnee Mission Northwest 4, Shawnee Mission South 10. As we head into this time in our program, we go to a campus update from a member of each school. And from Shawnee Mission Northwest, we're going to have Kirk telling us what is happening with the Cougars.
Oh, well, right now our girls cross country team just won state last Saturday. We're very proud of them. And on that same Saturday, the Marching Cougar Pride placed third at the KU Marching Band Festival. Our drama department is now preparing to put on the play Cabaret. And our football team just finished up winning districts. And our very own Isabel Zacharias is preparing to release her second as yet untitled album on the ukulele.
Awesome. That's great stuff. Are you in the ukulele club?
I am the president and founder.
That's outstanding. I noticed that they had a ukulele club. Kudos to you. That's awesome. And Shawnee Mission South, Josh P., what is happening with the Raiders?
Hi. Well, we're doing well. Our boys cross country team placed first at state. We are starting our canned food drive. We have the Mr. American pageant tomorrow night, actually, to raise money for it, in which I am competing as Mr. Categories. And our choir just put on a successful evening of cabaret. And, it's going well. Things are good.
All right, fantastic. That's good to hear. All right, as we head into the second round here on categories, it is our lightning round, in which a question is placed on the floor for either team to answer. If a team does respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal the point. As we head into the second round and the lightning round, we will start the round with our look and listen question. It is worth 2 points, in which the team members here in the studio will be able to look at a monitor, and you at home will be able to play along as well by looking at your TV or computer screen. All right, here we go. Here's the look and listen question for today. Where is the following spacecraft headed?
Messenger will map nearly the entire planet in color, capturing never-before-seen views and measuring the composition of the surface, atmosphere, and magnetosphere. Temperatures from scorching sunlight to the frigid night side and the permanently
Mercury. No points were awarded on that one, and we will not count that against team scores to determine playoff positions. All right, so both teams, let's head into the regular lightning round here with questions placed on the floor for either team to answer. And the first category for both teams is military history. In what year did the former Soviet Union crush an East German revolt? Alex?
1861.
That is incorrect. Raiders, chance to steal this military history question. In what year did the former Soviet Union crush an East German revolt? James?
1943.
Sorry, it's 1953. 1953. Both teams, science, nutrition is the category. Meat, green vegetables, and raisins are all good sources of what mineral? Alex?
Fiber.
It is not fiber. Raiders, chance to steal this science nutrition question. Meat, green vegetables, and raisins are all good sources of what mineral? Josh W.
Vitamin D.
We're actually looking for iron. Iron. Famous places for both teams. One of the largest libraries in Europe. It is located in Paris, and it is the library of the French nation. What is its French name? Kirk?
Librairie de Nationale.
Cannot accept that. Raiders, chance to steal this famous places category. One of the largest libraries in Europe. It is located in Paris and is the library of the French nation. What is its French name? Bibliothèque Nationale. Bibliothèque Nationale. Both teams, world geography is your category. If you start at Brownsville, Texas, and travel directly south, through how many countries will you pass through before reaching Antarctica? Alex?
3.
It is not 3. Raiders, chance to steal this world geography category. If you start at Brownsville, Texas, and travel directly south, through how many countries will you pass through before reaching Antarctica? Josh P. The answer is 1. Only 1, Mexico. Both teams, literature is the category. Cymbeline, Timon of Athens, Coriolanus, Titus Andronicus, King John, and All's Well That Ends Well. These are some of the plays of what author? James?
William Shakespeare.
Shakespeare is what we're looking for. Music, instruments for both teams. Identify 2 instruments on which a tattoo may be played as a signal to soldiers. James?
The trumpet and drums.
Cannot accept that, I'm sorry. Cougars, chance to steal this music instruments category. Identify the 2 instruments on which a tattoo may be played as a signal to soldiers. Kirk?
The fife and trumpet?
It's not the fife and trumpet. It's the bugle and drums. Bugle and drums. You had to be very specific on that. I'm sorry. U.S. geography for both teams. Of Washington and Oregon, which one is larger in area and which one is larger in population? Alex?
Oregon is larger in area and Washington is larger in population.
Very good. That's the correct answer. General knowledge, astrology for both teams. If you were born on November 15th, what would your sign of the zodiac be? Alex?
Libra?
It is not Libra. Shawnee versus South, chance to steal this astrology question. If you were born on November 15th, what would your sign of the zodiac be? Josh P.
Pisces?
It is not Pisces, it is Scorpio. Scorpio. U.S. history for both teams. Name the British Army commander in the French and Indian War who captured both Louisbourg and Montreal, and for whom a small town in Massachusetts and a famous college are named. Alex?
General William Pitt.
Yeah, cannot accept Pitt, sorry. Raiders, chance to steal this U.S. history category. Name the British Army commander in the French and Indian War who captured both Louisbourg and Montreal, and for whom a small town in Massachusetts and a famous college are named. Amherst. Amherst is what we're looking for. Military history for both teams. What two navies are said to have been built as a direct result of the influence of Alfred Thayer Mahan's book, The Influence of Sea Power Upon History, 1660 to 1783? Kirk?
The British and the Spanish?
It is not the British and the Spanish, sorry. Raiders, chance to steal this military history question. What two navies are said to have been built as a direct result of the influence of Alfred Thayer Mahan's book, The Influence of Sea Power Upon History, 1660 to 1783? Josh P.
The Pacific and the Atlantic?
Cannot accept that. We're looking for the Japanese and German navies. The Japanese and German navies. Science, agriculture for both teams. Cured meats such as bacon are packed using potassium nitrate or sodium nitrite. Why does the U.S. Department of Agriculture limit the amount of nitrites? Kirk?
Poisonous in large quantities.
Pardon me?
Poisonous in large quantities.
I cannot accept poisonous, sorry. Raiders, you have a chance to steal this science agriculture category. Cured meats such as bacon are packed using potassium nitrite or sodium nitrite. Why does the U.S. Department of Agriculture limit the amount of nitrites? Josh W.
They raise blood cholesterol.
Cannot accept that either. We're looking for they cause cancer. They cause cancer. Literature for both teams. One of Chaucer's tales is both a fable and a mock epic. Which ones? Isabel.
The Canterbury Tales?
Cannot accept Canterbury's Tales. Raiders, chance to steal this literature category. One of Chaucer's tales is both a fable and a mock epic. Which one? James.
Pilgrim's Tale.
Cannot accept Pilgrim's Tale. We're looking for the Nun's Priest's Tale. Both teams, Fine Arts Museums is the category. It owns the world's largest collection of baseball cards, 200,000 of them. It includes the Egyptian temple of Zender, and it includes a separate museum of medieval art housed in the cloisters. Name this famous museum. Avery?
The Smithsonian.
It is not the Smithsonian. Raiders, chance to steal this museum's category. It owns the world's largest collection of baseball cards, 200,000 of them. It includes the Egyptian temple of Zender. It includes a separate museum of medieval art housed in the cloisters. Name this famous museum. James?
Natural History Museum.
It is not the Natural History Museum. It's the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Science, atmosphere is the category. Which gas, making up most of the natural gas found on Earth, comprises a small part of the atmospheres of Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune? Alex?
Nitrogen.
It is not nitrogen. Raiders, chance to steal this atmosphere category. Which gas, making up most of the natural gas found on Earth, comprises a small part of the atmospheres of Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune? Josh P.
Carbon dioxide?
It's not carbon dioxide, it's methane. Methane, natural gas. Journalism for both teams. International editions of what Miami Daily are airlifted to Latin America? Isabel.
USA Today?
It is not the USA Today. Raiders, chance to steal this journalism category. International editions of which Miami Daily are airlifted to Latin America? Josh P.
Miami Herald?
It is the Miami Herald. Spelling for both teams. How do you spell diaphragm? Alex?
Diaphragm.
That is exactly how you spell it. Sports for both teams. What is the primary feature of a nickel defense in football? Josh W.
It has 5 defensive backs.
5 defensive backs. Current events for both teams. U.S. scientists confirmed that a transmissible fungus is responsible for the white nose syndrome that has decimated what animals' populations across North America since 2006? Josh W.
The bat.
The bat is correct. U.S. history for both teams. The United States traditionally honors its superheroes by showering them with shredded paper as they proceed past skyscrapers of Manhattan. I will name the year, and you name the ticker tape heroes. Here is the year, 1981. Kirk.
Hockey team?
That is incorrect. Raiders, chance to steal this U.S. history category. The United States traditionally honors its superheroes by showering them with shredded paper as they proceed past the skyscrapers of Manhattan. I will name the year, and you name the ticker tape heroes. The year is 1981. It's the returned Iranian hostages is what the answer is on that one. Science, insects. What edible substance is produced by insects of the order Hymenoptera? Alex.
Honey.
Honey is the correct answer. World geography, commodities. What nation ranks first in the commodity of aluminum production? Alex?
Brazil?
It is not Brazil. South, you have a chance to steal this commodities question. What nation ranks first in the commodity of aluminum production? Josh P. Russia? It is not Russia. It is the United States of America. Well, with that siren, that does signal the end of our game. And we have Shawnee Mission South coming out on top with a score of 14. Shawnee Mission Northwest score of 7. It was a hard-fought battle today here on Categories, and we promise to bring you another exciting match right here as we bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout the Johnson County area.